Hey people, it's me, Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. I am live in my kitchen. I have Jamie Goldberg on the telephone right here for you. See?
So
it says Jamie. Wait, hopefully you can't see your phone number, right? No, it just says Jamie. There you are. Hello, hello. How are you? Hi. Oh, there's Lauren, who used to live here and be in my kitchen for these. She is at home in her new palatial apartment. Betsy, hi. Oh, wow, it's filling up. Regina, I knew you'd be here. Anyway, guys, I am very excited to be here because yet again, I am making a recipe tonight from the brand new issue of Hungry Girl magazine. Have you seen this beautiful, gorgeous issue of Hungry Girl? If you have, let me know. Let us know where you've seen it. People have seen it at Whole Foods, at Target, at Kroger, at like supermarkets, wherever they are. Oh, someone texted me today and said they saw it at Publix. So this is out now. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it. You can also order it online. We're going to put a link up to where you can get it. You can also win this magazine tonight. I think we're going to give away 3 copies. We have a lot of prizes tonight. So we have 3 copies of this particular brand new issue. Hey, Mary, my sister's in the house. And if you want to win one of the copies of this magazine, Mary, you should tell people how good this magazine is because I sent you a copy because I'm a nice sister. If you want to win this tonight, you can have a chance of winning this magazine by sharing this video. Now, I'm giving away a lot of prizes tonight, but in order to be eligible to win this actual magazine, and I don't mean the one I'm holding, but one very similar to it, you have to share the video. And it's going to be a great recipe anyway, so you might as well share this with people that you love or friends that you know on Facebook, and just by sharing, let us know you shared, you have a chance to win a copy of this issue. Also, tonight I am giving away my artwork. It says an apple a day because we are making caramel baked apples. Actually, they're baked caramel apples. I don't know what the difference is, but it says an apple a day. I almost finished it by saying what keeps the doctor away. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
I know. I don't think, it was really funny. I once said something like, I was at a book signing and I was answering questions and I said, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I said, I eat an apple every day. And my doctor was at the book signing and he said, he raised his hand and he said, I don't think that's true because here I am. Anyway, it was funny and it was nice of him to show up at the book signing. Anyway, so you can win this art. I'm giving that away. You can win that by answering some trivia questions. And you don't have to answer correctly. You can just by interacting and answering in any way, you have a chance. But if you do want to win this, you have to share this video. So it's not too soon to start sharing this video. I think you should start now. Share. Okay, now the third prize I am giving away tonight, and some might consider this the grand prize. Tonight, the measuring spoons are up for grabs, but we're going to do something a little bit different. If you guys are interested in the measuring spoons, if you have a birthday today, if today is your birthday, and you can prove it by, sending ID, your license, if you want to black out the date, if you don't want us to know how old you are, that's totally fine. But if you can prove that today is your birthday, or that you have the closest birthday of anyone in this audience, you can win these measuring spoons, okay? But you have to prove it. This is like, in bingo, when you win and then they call the numbers to make sure you actually have them. You have to prove it. Now, if your birthday was yesterday, you are completely screwed because it's just like, it's like The Price is Right. If you're over, even if you're $1 over, you lose. If your birthday's tomorrow, great. If it's next week, great. If it's today, even better.
Guess
What?
whose birthday was yesterday?
Who?
Our friend Betsy.
Oh, Betsy. All right, Betsy, I'm sending you this. I'm going to send you spoons anyway. Betsy. That is so mean. We are so mean. Anyway, no, but the way to win these officially, if you're not Betsy, is by having a birthday either today or coming up very soon. Again, if it passed already, there's always next year. All right, lots of housekeeping. So the reason why I'm making a recipe out of this magazine is because this magazine rocks. And I'm going to say this, and I've said it before, and if you saw the live that I did last week, you know that I showed pictures of everything in this issue. The photos are just drop dead beautiful. There's a candy guide. Wait, Jamie, did you say something?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Meal prep champions. Look at this. We'll tell you everything you need if you want to be a meal prep expert. There are 65 plus recipes. This tells you how to save 2,000 calories in a week with little swaps. There's a whole feature on your Daily Bright Boost, which is really my Daily Bright Boost. It's the Hungry Girl vitamin drink that has collagen and everything. Hey, Dana. Craving crushers. I mean, tons of recipes for meals, weeknight dinners. There's a fantastic soup article. Comfort foods galore. I mean, I'm telling you, this magazine is packed. It's almost like a book. It's not a book, but it's almost like a book.
I'm seeing so many people who are saying they got the magazine and they're saying it's worth every penny, that they love it.
Yes, if you think, because some people are saying the magazine is $9.99, which is, it's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that is a fairly expensive magazine, I'm not gonna lie, but the quality is superb. The magazine is packed with so many recipes. This is not the kind of magazine that you're gonna like bring with you to get your hair done and leave there. Like, you're gonna keep this forever because it's seriously as good as a book. But I will be bringing this to as many doctor's offices and hair salons as I can so people can enjoy it. But this is what we're making tonight. I have to be honest, my baked apples are not gonna look as beautiful as this. So if you make them at home and they're not quite as beautiful, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. And that recipe comes from the cold weather desserts. Now, it happens to still be 100 degrees here, which is why I'm in a sleeveless top, but I don't know where you are, but we have a lot of cold weather desserts. By the way, I did have a shirt with an apple on it that I tore my room apart looking for it. I couldn't find it. I might have given it away. Maybe I brought it to work. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna make these snazzy baked apples. Now, if you're out there and you've had baked apples, it feels very retro. I know growing up, my mom was like one of these serial dieters. No matter what diet she was on, she would always be making a baked apple. And the way she made it, she used like black cherry soda, it was called no-cal. It was some kind of like calorie-free no-cal black cherry soda. And I remember being like 6 years old, waiting for my mom to bake her apples, and they were delicious. But they felt very sort of, I don't know, retro. So we've updated the baked apple by making it a caramel baked apple, and we've changed it up. So instead of using black cherry soda, tonight I am using cream soda, and this has 0 calories. I'm gonna be completely transparent. Zevia is fine, but I like Blue Sky. Jamie, do you ever try the Blue Sky cream? You like it, right?
That's my go-to, for sure, I love it.
It's so good, and it's all natural, but Zevia is very good too. I actually have it in my kitchen, so this is a cream soda. They also there's a bunch of other brands, but if you want the natural kind, Blue Sky is made with stevia, as is Zevia. Some people call it Zevia, but I call it Zevia. So on these apples, we have light caramel dip, that's gonna be used, and then also apples. Now, the recipe calls for 4 apples. Tonight, I'm only gonna make 2 apples because I can, why not? Are you okay with that? Yes.
I think they can handle it.
You can handle it. All right, before I start, I'm gonna tell you all about the kind of apples that I use and why I use them. But I'm gonna ask you a trivia question about apples, and if you get it right or wrong, you have a chance to win the artwork tonight. So why does an apple float? Tell me why an apple floats. Hi, Peggy. I'm gonna say hello to some of my friends in the audience. Hello, Karen. Hi, Jen. Hope I'm reading these names right, but you'll never know. Every time I do this, I feel like I'm on Romper Room, which was a very old show. So this is an apple. Typically for baking, I call for Rome apples. They were also called Rome Beauty apples. They're very hard to find. So a good swap is a Honeycrisp. So that's what I've got tonight. I'm gonna core my apples. Now, do you have one of these fancy corers at home? Do you know what this is? It's an apple corer. I'm sure you know what it is, but I don't know if you have ever seen this one. It's OXO or OXO. How do you pronounce it? I wish people out there. OXO. Some people call it OXO. I say OXO. Anyway, this is an OXO apple corer. I think Jamie was nice enough to find it on Amazon, and so she has a link to it. Are you going to link and show the people where to get it or how to get it?
Just did. And they can also go to hungry-girl.com/Amazon and find it there.
hungry-girl.com/Amazon. You can find it there. Okay, so you just do a little twisting, and there your apple is cored perfectly. And then you can like look through it. Ahoy, matey! You could. That was ridiculous. And then you just toss this. The core came out perfectly, and you've got your apple. So that's one down. Again, the recipe calls for 4 of these. I'm only going to do 2, probably because I'm not going to eat 4, and because I don't need 4 right now. So if you want to just cut the recipe in half, you can do that. Or these stay for a few days in the fridge, I have to say. And they're great hot or cold. And they're great as a snack or as a mini meal. You can eat them alone or with other stuff. They have, what, 166 or 166 calories for this whole big, delicious caramel apple situation. All right, is anyone answering the questions?
Yes.
Okay.
We are hearing that the apples are less dense than water.
Well, that's probably true, which is why it floats, but yes, they are 25% air at least. So 25% of this apple is air, and now look at that. But so that's why they float. It's a good question. I'll ask you another apple question. What the biggest apple that was ever picked off of a tree? How much did that thing weigh? If you can guess how much it weighed, you can win a prize. My art for the night, maybe even another prize. I'm giving away a lot of prizes tonight. And remember, to win the magazine, to win a copy of this magazine, to be eligible, you have to share this video with your friends, and hopefully you will share it in such a way that we pick you to win a copy of the magazine. And which will be totally at random, by the way. Okay. Thanks, Jamie. I'm going to bring you a copy to your house right after I'm done with this. All right. Oh, wait, my husband's in the audience. He's probably making fun of something I said. All right, the next thing we have to do is take our Zevia cream soda and pour it over the apples. Now, normally you do this in an 8x8. This is not an 8x8. What are the dimensions of this? Anyway, I wish I knew. I don't know. But I'm using a smaller one because I have 2 apples. Usually use the whole can. You can still use the whole can, or you can use half the can. Whatever. And you just pour the cream soda all over your apple. By the way, my oven has preheated to 375 degrees. So if you're at home and you're about to bake, preheat your oven. So there's the cream soda sitting on the apples. Now, in the olden days, when I used to make baked apples with my mom, we would put sweetener and cinnamon and all these other things. Tonight, just like soak these in cream soda, and you're gonna bake it, and the cream soda is gonna just get all in there into your apple, and it's going to taste amazing. Jamie, anything happening in the audience?
Yeah, lots of guesses. Everything from 7.5 ounces to 17 pounds for the biggest apple.
I think I was with Erin today at the office, and she guessed 90 pounds. It was like, that is a large apple. No, the largest. All right, the the heaviest apple? 3 pounds.
Oh.
3 pounds. Not so bad. All right, so now you're going to take your apples and you're going to put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 45 minutes until they are fully tender. Don't forget about them. And keep checking on them. But I like them when they're super soft. That's the way to enjoy them the most. Now, when they come out of the oven, they're going to look a little like this. See the magic of prepping your items beforehand? They're pretty. Now, sometimes there's going to be a lot of residual cream soda, and I like to eat that along with the apple. It tastes delicious, but I dumped my cream soda today, but you don't need to do that. Are you ready for another trivia question before we actually build the caramel apple?
I'm ready.
Okay. America used to have a favorite apple. It was the most popular apple for decades. Can you identify that apple? And also, for bonus points, what is the new apple that knocked it out of the top spot? So we want the old apple that we all knew and loved as a child, and now the newfangled apple that has blown it away in popularity. This is not an easy question.
All right, I'm writing down my guess.
You're writing it down? I bet you can get it. I know you're going to know the old apple. Hi, Lauren. You said that looks like yum. Okay, with lots of M's. Hey, Kathy.
Everyone's guessing.
What does the LL necklace stand for? Luscious, I can't read the second word. Lumber? This is LL. You should know my name. You married me. All right. Now, I can't even remember the question that I asked. Oh, the popular apple.
Favorite, yeah.
I'm a little mixed up. Oh, here I am again. All right, now, topping these apples. For 4 apples, you're going to use, and I love these little mini cups of dip. This is the light caramel dip by Lighthouse, and this is a low-fat dip. This is actually a 1/4 cup right here, 2 ounces. This is the exact amount that you would need for 4 apples, so I need only half of that, which comes out to what, like a half a tablespoon per apple? No? Yes? I think. Yes. Anyway. I took my caramel dip and I put it in a little ramekin. This is the whole 1/4 cup, but I'm gonna put it in the microwave. You don't have to, it just depends on the consistency you like. I like when it's a little bit more spoonable and pourable, so I'm gonna nuke it in my ramekin just for a few seconds, which is always helpful. And by the way, I have some chopped peanuts, which is gonna top it all off. All right, what is the apple? What are the apple guesses?
All right, they are agreed on the old one, but not the new one. Is the original one Red Delicious?
Red Delicious. Ding, bingo, ding, ding, ding. Red Delicious.
And then is the new one either Honeycrisp, Fuji, or Gala, or Pink Lady?
Yeah, it's those are all great guesses, and the answer is Gala or Gala. That has knocked it out of the top spot, and that's pretty amazing, actually. All right, but Red Delicious, I always found like they were popular, and I didn't think they were that great. They were kind of boring. The apples today are much more full of personality. Like there's more tartness to them. And there's, my favorite is a Fuji, I have to say. But guess how many varieties of apples are grown here in the U.S.? You want to guess?
80.
All right, guys, guess. Jamie guessed 80. Do you think she's low or high? All right, in the meantime, I'm going to put about a half tablespoon of caramel over each of these delicious, yummy, they're not delicious, they're actually Honeycrisp apples. Oh, this looks so good. And it's nice, you can make them like decorative and you can make them pretty, or you can just dump the caramel on however you like. There are no rules. But I will.
So remind people how they win the magazine today.
Okay, if you want to win the magazine today, you can't just say, hey, give me the magazine. You have to share this. So if you share this video, you will be eligible to win the magazine. Okay? And it's worth it. It's worth sharing. Is anyone sharing? Can anyone tell? I bet Gina's out there and she can tell. All right, so.
Gina would know. She'll tell us.
She'll tell us. So we have topped our apples with this luscious caramel. And now we want to actually, it's about a full tablespoon of caramel per apple, just so you know. I want to make sure I didn't give you wrong information. It's I think it's about a half tablespoon per apple of peanuts. So you use 2 tablespoons of peanuts for 4 apples, so it's 1 tablespoon for 2 apples. That's a lot of information. We're going to give you the recipe, so don't worry about it. We're linking to the recipe. Do not fret. So then we're going to top it.
We have a good question. Where in the grocery store do you find that caramel dip?
Oh, I think I usually find it in my store where the produce is. So it's like in the refrigerated section near the produce. That's a good question. A lot of times they put it near the apples because people mostly use it to make caramel apples. So you will often find it where the apples lie or sit. Okay. They look as good as the ones in the magazine. I'm not going to lie. They're beautiful.
They look great.
Can you see? Ooh, there they are, caramel apple. Now again, this is a great dessert. It's a good breakfast. You can eat it alone. You can eat it with cottage cheese. You can eat it with yogurt. You can have it as a snack. I freaking love this recipe. It's one of my favorites. Even my mom, who was like the baked apple queen of Brooklyn, New York, would approve of these apples, I assure you. I wish she was watching right now. All right, guys, you're sharing and you're telling me you're sharing. Did anybody say it was their birthday?
Somebody said their birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow might be the closest one. Tomorrow might be the closest birthday. And that's okay.
How many varieties are there?
Over 100 varieties are grown here in the US Over 100. That's a lot of apples, actually.
Very many.
Very many. Okay, I have my final trivia question because we are done with the recipe, but I'm not letting you go yet. The science of apple growing has a name. The actual science of apple growing has a name. Can you name the name of the science of apple growing? That's a tricky one.
That is hard.
I never heard this word before, and it reminded me of something else. So I don't know. All right. Any other comments or questions that we should be reading?
Let's see.
Michelle, nice to see you. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Heather. My birthday is her birthday's coming up, but no. If you guys have, and mine was Monday. Okay. Well, anyway, just to recap, I'm going to tell you I took apples. This recipe calls for 4 apples that are good to bake. If you can't find Rome or Honeycrisp, then you core the apple using an apple corer. If you don't have one of these, you could carefully try to cut out the top and bottom, and if there's a few seeds, just don't eat the seeds, but you should grab one of these handy things. They're not expensive. Then we covered the apple in a can of the diet cream soda. Try to look for an all-natural one. This one is sweetened with stevia. You bake the apples in the oven until they're tender, about 45 minutes at 375 degrees. When they come out, they are ready for topping. For 4 apples, use a 1/4 cup of light caramel dip, and then some chopped peanuts, and voila, you have this beautiful fall recipe that you can serve to anyone, anywhere, at any time, and they will make everybody happy. Again, this came straight from the pages of the brand new issue of Hungry Girl magazine. I am so proud of this magazine. I know I say this every time. When I go to the supermarket and I see this at the checkout stand, it brings tears to my eyes almost all the time because it's so beautiful, and I am so proud, and I can't believe I have a magazine. So that's where this recipe came from. If you want this recipe and 65 plus others, or 64 at this point since you got one, I don't know. You can, because Jamie, you were about to fact check me, weren't you?
No.
Oh, stop. Yes, plus.
I feel like
It could be 66 recipes. You can go out and buy this at any supermarket, Target, Walmart, or share this video to be eligible to win one of the 3 copies that I'm giving away today. And hey, that's all I got, people. I'll be back soon with another recipe. If there's any questions that anyone has before I go, ask away. Jamie is there reading the questions. There's still 900 of you in the audience. So if you have anything else to say, let me know. The apples do look pretty. Betsy, happy belated birthday. I'm sorry I missed it. But we're going to send you spoons. So, Jamie, we're sending Betsy some birthday spoons.
Noted.
Noted. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in to these live recipe demos. I love doing these from my kitchen. It's super fun. I hope you're staying safe, staying healthy. And I'm Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Till next time, chew the right thing.